Welcome to this video that talks through the homework which is about planning for our class task about Mario's Pizza. And what we're trying to do in this homework is for you to think about, before we start it in Excel, exactly what formulas and functions you're going to need in your spreadsheet, because you found the prices, haven't you, of the products like flour and olive oil and mozzarella and so on, and maybe a band, and you've sorted your tickets out. But when we put the spreadsheet together, what we're learning is trying to use some of the formulas and functions to help us in the project. So the first one, it says, what is a formula for this cell to get the total cost of olive oil? So here is the olive oil part. So do we need 10 of those? And they're £2.60 each. I've given you the answer, but what formula is needed? Okay, so what would you need to do? So we've got cell A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give you a clue. We always start formula with equals, okay, and so we need to get the total cost. So it's going to be this 10 multiplied by 260. But if we write that in formula, we want to do it per cell. So it would be, in this case, B4. Okay, so it's B and then 4 multiplied, okay, which is sort of shift 8, like that, times by C4. Okay, and obviously this is not an Excel spreadsheet, so it's not going to work. It's a Word document you've got to print out of it, but that's what we're looking for. So you can think about what formulas you might need. Okay, moving on, here, what would be the function? So function is things like average, sum, countif, max, min, and so on. So what formula or function for this cell to get the total cost? Do you remember we did that? Okay, and you would start with equals sum, wouldn't you? Okay, and then you would do the rest. Okay, you could, so really I want you to try to have a go at this. Okay, if I just whiz into Excel for you and remind you of what we're doing. So if I just put some numbers in here, so okay, it doesn't really matter. How do I use a function, okay, to do that? So if I go equals sum, okay, I need to go that number, okay, and I can go plus, but if you're doing a sum, okay, you put you put 2 dots between it. That's the range between F4 and F5. I want to count them up, okay, to add them up. That's a sum. Okay, so equals sum bracket F4 to F5, in this case, equals that. But in this case, it's going to be different because there's no F, there's G. So what would you do? So you go equals sum, and then bracket, and then you can do the rest. Okay. Here as well, what would you do to get the total cost? It's got here empty cells. What is total? What would be the formula? So how would you get, say, the add up? We sell 40 at £3 each. What's the formula? We did that up there, and then this arrow is slightly wrong. It should be there. Okay. What's the function? And we did the same function up there. Okay, so have a look at that. It's just some planning. Okay, extension, adding up a group of cells. What is that? That's going to be equals sum. Okay, calculating an average, max, and minimum. What would that start? So it's not really massively tricky. Okay, but we just need to think about preparing that for the lesson, the next lesson. Alright, I hope that's helped, and drop me an email if you've got problems. Cheers.